Welcome everyone to WhiteFalcon Plays. Today in this video I thought I'd go through some tricks and tips for the mission 4, Death to Diplomacy. This one's pretty tricky. People are finding it a little bit hard, so I thought, I'd try and help out. I've completed the mission, so see what my thoughts are and see if they can help you out. I'll split the video up into different sections. We've got the wielders, the map, locations, units, and buildings. So we'll go through all of them. I'll put the timestamps in the description as well, so you can jump to them if you want. Okay, let's get started. Just a note here as well, I started my character off at level 15 when I started the mission 4. Not sure what you get to at that point, but maybe focus on leveling her up in the first missions if you can. But it's not necessary to complete the game. So this first fight, I just wanted to point out that it's quite difficult. There's a couple of fights that are quite difficult at the start, but there's already a video made by the developers on how to do these even with a level 7 wielder. So I'll throw the link of that in the description here as well. Alright. Okay, so wielders. We've got our Cilicia, we've got our Jindara, and we've got our Nor. So with the leveling, with your levels, I definitely get command. So this is just for this campaign, so mission 4. I would definitely try and get command up as quickly as possible to a decent level when you can. Then other things that are good, like all these are fine. You can kind of pick what you want in these, but I would definitely get a decent amount of command because there's a lot of troops that you can pick up along the way in this map. For the level 8 ability, I would definitely get Rigor. That really helps out with a lot of your troops, like the Fey Fairies. They don't have much HP, so that's definitely a great pick for this mission. Then if you can, see if we can find it here, this one here, get Tutor on your main character. I just get it on my main character mainly, and then because they're normally the highest level, your other heroes will then level up really quickly off them when they talk. So if we grab that now, I can just show you what I mean with that. Like if we definitely get the second one as well, it's even better. If we then talk, she's level 1, but if we talk to her, she'll gain 10 levels just for talking to her because of that tutor skill. For Jindra, I would grab command as well for sure, and then I'd grab some type of spells. Like chaos is really good with her. I would grab more command. I think she starts with some stuff, I'm not 100% sure, but rigor as well. Channeling is definitely really important. She might even start with that as well. I'd have to check, but so for her I would focus on magic and the command. And the same, and for Nor, I would go with command for sure again, especially for this mission. And then if you can get some magic, that would help out. But you can focus on melee and stuff if you want with him as well. That's always good as well. But yeah, just definitely get command on those other ones. Okay, so that's kind of what I would suggest for wielders in mission 4. Alrighty. Alright, next is the map. I've just thrown this together in Photoshop. It's actually quite hard to mesh it because of the perspective, but here we go. We've got, this is where you kind of start out and you come through the forest here and you come out here. And this is the first kind of town that you want to grab. And definitely go for that as soon as you can. Now there's also a whole lot of units that you can pick up throughout the land for free. There's lots of camps. I haven't put all the camps in, but there is definitely a lot of camps as well. And all the camps will give you units. Just make sure you got enough space in your wielders to grab them. And this will give you a big kickstart in being able to take out the enemy wielders as well as take over the map. So the green little marks here are where there's some armies that you can recruit. This red one is a fight that you have to take. There's other fights around here, but this one kind of looks like a good battle, but it's not. So there you go. So also the keeps that you can grab, like there's one here. You can grab this one up here. I would definitely try and get this one pretty quick. There's a fight up here quite quite quick in the quite at the start. There's a fight up here against a wielder. So definitely have your strongest person kind of grab some of these and come around here and grab this and then take out that guy that comes down. Then there's another village there, another village here, and one up here. This one here, this is a great item that you can pick up as you go through. It gives, it's a staff that gives you plus 50% magic power, so that's really handy to grab. And then there's another one down across here, and that's it for keeps. Up here there's big keeps, which is where the other enemy wielders come from. But take them on once you've kind of conquered most of this kind of map here. Alright, building wise, I would probably take down the guard towers, because they don't really seem that useful in small towns and small settlements and stuff like that. I would rather defend with your hero and take these down, and instead build maybe some money, which is the farm, and upgrade that right at the beginning there and try and make a decent amount of money off that. You also you need specific buildings to get the better units, like the rangers need a lumber mill. One little thing you can do is you can build something that it requires, then you can demolish it after you've got it and it stays with you, and then you can build something else there. So like now that I've got this and I've upgraded the rangers, I can actually destroy the lumber mill and build something else here. But yeah, I would probably stay away from the guard towers. They don't seem to help. They probably do help a lot more in the bigger towns, but not on these. Yeah, I would definitely build barracks and the Fey camps, the Fey groves, as soon as you can, and get those units pumping. You probably don't need to upgrade them too quick at the start, maybe in the mid game, because it costs quite a lot of money to do that, and it's probably better just to grab a whole more troops. The academy, when you've got enough money, this is really good to increase the amount of troops. I found that these two were the best two. You can definitely grab some other things as well, but increasing the militia was really good, because there were so many around the map that I was collecting that this really helped me stack them. So that's a good point to make. Yeah, other than that, that is pretty good for buildings wise. What else did I do? You can build a rally point. I'd probably build one rally point depending where you want it. Maybe up here. Build a rally point up here, or in the middle here like I have, and then you can grab troops from all over the map and that makes it a bit easier. And then a marketplace I've got in the middle here as well. So there we go there. Okay. Alright, the last thing I was just going to go through is unit strategy. So we're in this fight here. Of course you can see how far people can move. They can make magic to make things move further, etc. But yeah, you kind of don't want them to attack first. You want to make sure you attack first. Another thing you can do is, if you've got spare slots in your army, you can split units up, even if there's not many, because every unit that's by itself gives you that essence to cast spells. So say these ones which give you creation and chaos, you could split these up into 3 groups of 2 and get, 3 times the amount, or 3 creation and 3 chaos instead of just 1 creation and 1 chaos, if that makes sense. With the horsemen, they've got an ability that for every step they take, they get plus 10 melee offensive. So even if there's a minion right here and you want to attack it, you can actually walk around a bit more. Let's say they're there. You could move around here, there, and then here, and that'll give you that extra bit of melee combat damage, offensive, to do more damage with them. Then with the, let's see what they do here. In this fight, he loves to put range shields on people. So it's good probably to try and get a couple of melee units that can get in here and take these guys out. If you just try and make your whole army out of ranged units, you start running into trouble. Alright, a couple of cool spells. Definitely Chain Lightning on the chick. Does massive amounts of damage here, as you can see. That's definitely a go-to one. Another cool little move you can do is swap your own units like this to get them into range without losing that damage from moving. Alright. A few other things you can do. You can swap ranged units from up on top of the walls with their melee units, stuffing their range up, I guess. So if we look at his range there, we could move this guy with potentially that. So now he has to move closer before he can hit us, and he'll get his debuff and he won't be on high ground anymore. So that's something cool that you can do. Two other little quick spells that you can do. Pacify is really good. So if you're going to attack on these 119 rats with the warrior here, you could pacify them first, attack him, and then they do nothing back to you, and then you can attack with your other troops, and they won't get retaliated. And you can do, you can take out a big unit without taking the whole unit that attacks them first out. That's really useful. One other thing is this one here is more useful than sometimes you think, because at minus 20 initiative. So like maybe we had our archers or this one that was going to be able to kill these plague rats, but because the plague rats are in front of them, when you use this spell, it actually takes away that advantage. I'll see if I can show you. In front of me. Okay. We don't have enough yet. I don't know if I'll get any of that creation each turn. Let's have a look. There we go. So you can see in this situation, maybe we wanted this person to attack these rats before they moved. With this, it gives us the opportunity to push them right at the back here, and all these other archers have a chance to hit these rats before they can move. So even though the spell does like no damage, the initiative reduction can really help kill the troop off before they get a move. Okay, so I think that kind of goes over most of the little combat tricks. There's a whole lot of other stuff you can do. These are really decent for minus 75% to range damage. You can put a unit at the front that has a little bit of defense on range, and then put that on it, and then the archers will try and take them out and do no damage, and that can be really useful as well. Just a quick one with the rats. When you hit them, they go berserk, and so they get increased +2 damage. So you got to be careful that kind of when you hit them, you don't want them to attack you back, and you want to take them out as quickly as possible. So you can see that these guys have 4 to 5 damage, whereas these guys only have 2 to 3, and like they've got 100. So with that stacking bonus, they do so much damage. Alright guys, I hope that maybe that has helped a little bit. I've never done one of these before, so I don't really know what I'm doing, and it might not be that great, but I've done my best here. So hopefully that's helped you out a little bit in figuring out how to beat this mission if you're having a bit of trouble. But yeah, the developers are working on it to make it a little bit easier with some difficulty settings and stuff, but it's definitely doable and a lot of fun. Alright guys, you can also check out my full playthrough of this game, missions 1 to 4, so you can check out how I did it as well. But there we go. Okay, hope this is helpful. Until next time, WhiteFalcon out.